Good evening and welcome to the Financial Week. I'm Milton Walker. An explanation this evening for the ongoing quarrel relating to interest rates being offered by lending institutions. Investor Ferris Jackson says the banks may be sluggish to offer lower rates because they are being forced to pay a higher asset tax. TVJ's Andrew Laidley reports.
Every registered company in Jamaica is expected to make an annual declaration of the value of its assets and pay taxes on it. But portfolio manager at Barita Investments, Ferris Jackson, says banks argue that their asset taxes are too high.
We are in an unusual spot in Jamaica because the truth of the matter is rates are low. But then the banks on one hand complain that, guess what, our tax rate, 33%, is too high. We have an asset tax on banks. So they might not be able to pass on the full benefits of a rate cut to consumers.
Mr. Jackson says loans have increased, but he notes that if the rates aren't lowered, the expected economic benefits will not be realized.
We have a history of not providing loans to the productive sector, but I think the banks are changing that. So it is to be seen to the extent to which that will help the economy.
At the same time, Mr. Jackson is advising more companies to explore the stock market as an avenue to get capital and grow.
You have the borrowing money or raising capital through issuing shares. And that's pretty much what the stock market is about. So companies have the option of raising capital by a rights issue or other means, or they can borrow money at cheaper rates from the bank. Once they can establish a relationship with the bank and the bank is confident enough that they are able to repay that money.
Andrew Laidley, TVJ News.
Epley Caribbean Property Fund today became the fourth company to list its shares on the Jamaica Stock Exchange's main market since the start of the year. The listing increased the number of companies on that market to 44. Managing Director of Epley Caribbean Funds, Nicholas Scott, says when the company took control of Epley Caribbean Property Fund in Barbados last year, a central part of its strategy was to cross-list on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Currency trading ended today with the US dollar selling for $137.69. The Canadian dollar went for $103.08. The pound is going for $167.41, while the euro sells for $152.07. The JC index gained 3,491 points today, and the junior market index went up by 26 points. Among the winners were CAC 2000's cumulative redeemable preference shares, Cygnus Credit Investments, US dollar shares, Lasco Manufacturing, 1834 Investments, and Portland JSX. On the losing side were Sterling Investments, ISP Finance Services, Radio Jamaica, Epley, and Pulse Investments. That's the Financial Week. I'm Milton Walker. Good evening.